So of all the Kunio-kun games we actually managed to get in the West, the most famous probably was, let's face it, River City Ransom. But second on that list would be the one Nintendo grabbed to publish for its 4-player satellite adapter, the infamously brutal Nintendo World Cup, aka Nekketsu Dodgeball Boo's Soccer Hat, which, as anyone who's played the game will attest, quickly turned into beat your opponents into a coma and score all day long. Keeping with that tradition of absurdity and brutality, Ike Ike Nekketsu Subette Koronde Rantou does much the same thing with ice hockey. A sport that's already brutal. A sport that seems custom-made for Kunio and the team. Until the opposing team shows up in full Kendo gear, brandishing shinai and wielding energy sword attacks. So as the story goes, Kunio tries to beat some backbone and badassery into the captain of the school's hockey team by pitting his dodgeball team against them. Unfortunately, as this is the first game of the story mode, it's also ridiculously easy. I beat them 28-2. I was putting in shots from my own blue line, which is white here because Famicom limitations, but you get the drift. They needed some backbone beaten into them and quick, so, in the tradition of such films, Kunio becomes the new captain and starts arranging scrimmages with anyone willing to get on the ice, and naturally he goes right to the Kendo Club. Apparently they wanted to establish the high water mark for absurdity right quick this time around. Successfully defeat them and you're onto the baseball team, who are just as absurd because they use bats for sticks. Then it's off to a match with a local girls' school, which is right about where the AI stops treating you with kid gloves and starts getting as dirty as you are, by using exploding teddy bear pucks. For reasons I can't quite place, there are penalties in this hockey game, and I have no idea how to get them. They only ever happen to computer opponents, and as much as I tried, I had no luck getting into the sin bin. This being a Kunio-kun game, over-the-top violence is par for the course. You can honestly sit back inside the crease, bludgeoning the goalie with your stick for an extended period, and no one's gonna do a damn thing about it. Tripping isn't a penalty, it's a requirement. Hell, you can even jump up in the air to avoid a hook from an opponent and just punch him right in the face mid-advance. Just Aaron Asham him right in the bracket. Put him on the canvas like Jay Beagle. This game makes the Islanders look like a production of Disney on ice. You know, more than they already do. This game, more than any other, hits home the point that 90% of the visual component of any Kunio-kun title is just mixing and matching head and body sprites, which actually becomes a game mechanic as you claim the outfits of whomever you best. And like just about every Technos game, you'll be amped up by the soundtrack to inflict even more pain on your opponents. It's no NHL 94, but Kunio-kun's take on hockey ends up being a seriously enjoyable game, and that's the most important part. Despite some glitches like sprite flicker and some control difficulties while you're off screen, you'll soon be punching, high-sticking, puck-flipping, jumping, and launching power shots from midair, only to beat down your opponents, steal their clothes, and go at it again with the next team in line, all the way through to the championship. And there will probably be a scene with everyone running on the beach, and a heartfelt confession of love, because we've seen all of these movies time and again. Just be glad it's not Full Metal Panic, and there are no rocket launchers that could seriously wreck the ice. P.S. I hope friend of the show Ahmed in New York isn't an Islanders fan. That could get awkward.